salesperson, and when talking about heroic parenting, your passion and your conviction come through loud and clear. I'd like to share with you what I thought were a couple of your strengths and a couple of things that you might want to consider improving. First of all, very credible as a speaker, especially as a persuasive speaker. Your dress, your posture, the way you carried yourself, the eye contact, your movement. You were smooth, you were comfortable, you were ready for any eventuality. You owned the room. You used quotes. I thought the quote from Pope John was exceptional because that gave you credibility. But by the mere fact that you brought out a book and read a quote out of a book, that lent credibility to the presentation as well. I like the visual, the use of the smartphone. You were able to use that pretty seamlessly and incorporate an audible component to the speech. Again, very smooth, very well done. The organization, it flowed nicely from the beginning to the body to the end. Very well done. A couple of things that you might want to consider. Part of the persuasive speech manual in this particular assignment talked about audience self-interest. I think that you were talking about your own kids, but if you could draw in the fact that most of us are parents and ask open questions to the audience about how does this affect your parenting, or what are the things that you could do as a parent or maybe a grandparent that could help tie things together to being a heroic parent or maybe a heroic grandparent. The next one is a little tricky because this was a persuasive speech, and I think it borderline inspirational. The question that I have is, what did it persuade me to do? What call to action was there at the end? I think I would work on the call to action, because everything else, getting the audience to understand and to accept and to act on your idea, what were we supposed to act on? The notes, one of the things that in a persuasive speech, try not to use notes. I know you weren't tied to it, you were watching them a little bit. I think that was okay, but tighten it up a little bit and give the speech again without the use of notes. I would have skipped the word damn. I don't think it helped, and I think that in some cases it was a detractor. At the end, you talked a little fast. You had plenty of time. Your speech time was 6:34. You had a whole minute. And especially in a persuasive speech, I think that if you use pauses and slow down, I don't know what happened. You may have been watching the timer, but just use whatever time it takes. And ask us questions. Stop. Pause. Give us time to reflect on what you are trying to persuade us to do. Great speech. I'd love to hear you do it again. Exceptional. Thanks.